What's up, y'all? It's Darius from DariusCooks.tv, and today we're making more keto-friendly food because I want to show you just how easy it is, and everything is going in the oven. Because I don't know about you, but I just don't have time sometimes to be over that stove all day. So let me show you what we're going to do with these Brussels sprouts and these grouper fingers that we're going to cook in the oven. So I've got some Brussels sprouts that have already been cleaned and washed, and I've cut them in half. I'm gonna start by using some liquid aminos. You can use soy sauce if you want to, but liquid aminos will give you that same salty flavor that we love, okay? We will need a little bit of oil. I wanna do a sprinkle of black pepper in here, and then let's do a few more really great things. First, there's gonna be a couple of cloves of garlic. So we will smash and then chop. And then into the Brussels sprouts go the chopped garlic. Look at me. I've got some uncured bacon that we're gonna put in here, thick cut uncured bacon. So we're just gonna slice this into lardons or little small pieces and get that mixed in as well. Let's get all the bacon right in here. We need a little bit of a sweetener, all right? And since we're not using sugar or brown sugar, we're gonna use golden monk fruit sweetener. It's like brown sugar, but it has 0 carbs, and it's great for this dish. Now let's get a spoon and give this a toss just to get everybody all mixed up. Everybody's all happy. Brussels sprouts, garlic, aminos. All right, and then we will get this right onto our sheet tray that's been lined with parchment paper. Ooh, now that's gonna be good. So the oven's preheated to 375 degrees. And the great thing about this is when the bacon is done, so are the Brussels sprouts. All right, right in here we go. So while the Brussels are hanging out, let's work on these grouper fingers. Start by adding some salt and then a little bit of black pepper as well. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic powder and Cajun seasoning on these grouper fingers. All right, quick little marinade or a little seasoning. I've got a little bit of a dredging situation happening here. I'm gonna put a little buttermilk in this bowl, season that up with a little salt and pepper. And then I've got a little bit of almond flour and coconut flour mix. This is leftover from some fried chicken. Back in my day, my grandmother would never get rid of this because it's got tons of flavor already in it. I'm just gonna dip into the buttermilk and then dip into our flour like that. So speaking of grouper fingers, I just came back from a fantastic trip to Nassau in the Bahamas, one of my favorite places to go. And grouper fingers are like literally all the rage in the Bahamas. And whenever you go, there's this one section of Nassau called the fish fry, okay? And I'm like, what is the fish fry? And the fish fry is where there's just a bunch of different restaurants all lined up in a row. It's like Caribbean food court, if you will. And I gotta tell you, every restaurant over there has some great food, but my favorite is a place called Curly's. He's a guy from Chicago, my hometown, and he's down there every day cooking up some local fare. So they've got cracked lobster and conch salad and fried grouper. And if you ever go down there, just tell them Darius sent you. All right, lastly, I got a little bit of canola oil spray because this really doesn't have a whole lot of fat in it. So we're gonna do a little spray with some canola oil. So we get a really nice golden brown grouper finger, all right? And then this goes off in the oven until it's golden brown. All right, look at that. Brussels sprouts are out of the oven. And come on, grouper fingers. Look at that. So the last thing I wanna do is make a little quick dipping sauce to dip our grouper fingers in. So I'm gonna start by adding in, I'm in the South, right? So Duke's mayo is really where it's at. I'm gonna take a rasp or microplane and I'm just gonna grate in 2 cloves of garlic, a little bit of salt and pepper, all right? And then let's do the zest and juice of a lime. And then I just wanna add one little final ingredient, a little sprinkle of monk fruit sweetener, just to round out the flavors from all of the lime and the mayonnaise. All right, we'll give this a good stir, nice and smooth. All right, and then we'll just pour this into a serving bowl. See what it's tasting like. Okay, look, let me tell you something. The fish is flaky and super tasty. That crust It's amazing. And the picture is the lime. You would think somebody fried these. We're there. They've been in the oven. Look at these Brussels sprouts with the bacon, all right? The bacon is smoky. The Brussels sprouts are nice and tender, really charred on the outside, super delicious on the inside. It's good eating. You gotta give it a try. Recipes like this, you know what they're gonna be. On the website, Gary'sCooks.tv. Listen, there's two things I want to tell you as I always do. Food is my life. Life is my food. Until next time. Come on, y'all. I gotta wish you a happy cooking. From my heart to yours. Bye, y'all.